Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host on Intellect Digest, and if you're confused between Samsung Galaxy Tab E versus Samsung Galaxy Tab A, I'm gonna clear your confusion today. Let's get started. Let's start with the size comparison of these two tablets, and they are very different when it comes to sizes. However, on paper, the 8-inch size of Tab A versus the 9.6-inch size of Tab E does not look much different. But in reality, they are very different when it comes to form factor and size. In terms of weight, Tab A, which is a smaller one, is at around 320 grams, whereas the larger one, Tab E, is at 490 grams. That's a lot of weight difference. Also, you will see that there is a physical appearance difference. The Samsung logo here gets an earpiece just below it, while there is no earpiece here, which means that you can take calls on this earpiece, putting it next to your ear. Whereas on the Tab E, you can also take calls. It also has a phone, but you cannot put it next to your ear. The call will by default go on speakerphone, or you have to use an earpiece, which can be a Bluetooth or a wired headset to accept calls. The design of the tablets are very similar. They both get this home button in the middle and these keys, but there are many differences under the skin, which is the software difference here. The processor here is a 1.3 GHz quad-core CPU, which is a 32-bit CPU, and there is a 64-bit CPU, which is more advanced on the Tab A. And this one gets a 1.2 GHz 64-bit CPU, which gives you better performance. This one, the Tab A, is 4G LTE compatible, whereas the Tab E is only up to 3G compatible. Both can accept SIM cards, both can make phone calls. But when it comes to the data connection, there is 3G data support on the Tab E, whereas there is 4G data support on the Tab A. Apart from that, there is 2 GB RAM on Tab A, which means that it can handle multitasking more easily compared to Tab E. And there is one more difference, which is the internal memory. There is only 8 GB of internal memory on the Tab E, whereas there is 16 GB internal memory. However, both support memory expansion by using micro SD cards. The Tab E runs Android KitKat 4.4, which is the older version of Android, whereas the Tab A, which is the smaller tablet here, runs Android Lollipop, which is 5.0.2, which is on the Tab A, which is more premium tablet here. It also uses the silver lining, so in terms of design also this is more premium. So overall, Tab A has more advanced functionality compared to the Tab E. Also, you will notice that there is a light or proximity sensor on top of the ambient light sensor on top of the Tab A, which gives it the automatic brightness feature, whereas the automatic brightness feature is altogether missing on the Tab E. And also in the outdoor light conditions, you can see that both are on maximum brightness, and at the same time the display brightness of the Tab A is superior compared to the Tab E, which is a slightly better display quality. The display resolution is also different on these two, but the pixel per inch density is also very close, around 160 pixels per inch on both the tablets. So the overall quality will not be affected so much. This one is 1200 by 800 and this is 1024 by 768, which is again very similar when it comes to display resolution. They both get 5 megapixel rear cameras and 2 megapixel front facing cameras, and pictures come out to be of equal quality, and none of these tablets are very good when it comes to the camera quality. Also, one more difference is that the larger tablet comes with this multi-window support, which is not provided here. You can swipe down and see that there is a multi-window option here, which means that you can run multiple applications side by side. So you can have a video player in one half of the screen, and on the other half of the screen you can have your email client or a file manager running, and these two applications will run in split screen mode. Half of the screen runs one application and half of the screen runs other application. However, this support is not provided on the Tab A, which is a smaller tablet and is not very well suited for this sort of multitasking. Another difference between these two is the battery capacity. There is a 4200 mAh battery on the Tab A, whereas there is a 5000 mAh battery on the Tab E. But because of the screen size difference, it does not make too much of a difference in the actual battery life of these two devices. The actual battery life will be somewhere between 8 to 12 hours depending on how heavily you use these tablets and whether you use 3G data or Wi-Fi or none of these. Both of these devices are very good in their own respective range, and because of 4G connectivity and more premium design and build, The Tab A is slightly more expensive at 20,500 rupees and available on Samsung store online, whereas the Tab E is exclusively available on Flipkart. I'm leaving direct link in the description section below where you can purchase one. If you have to pick up one between these two, I would say that you should pick up the Tab A if you want portability and Tab E if you want a larger screen. Also, if you have 4G requirements, if you want to use 4G data, then Tab A is the only option because the Tab E does not support 4G at all. Also, the quality as well as the visual appeal and the richness of the tablets, the Tab A looks more premium, is more stylish and is more loaded. This is all we have on this video of comparison of Tab A versus Tab E. We hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for more such videos, make sure to hit the red subscribe button. I hope to see you on my next video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.